Hi everybody, MJ here. Okay, so for this activity, what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to be remixing this Penguin Jokes project here. And there's a couple things that I think I want to do. I know I have to use broadcast. So first off, let's go ahead and see inside what's going on here. Okay, so first off, to start us off, let me go ahead and hit remix because I want everyone to know that I'm actually going to go ahead and remix this. Okay, great. Okay, so for the penguin, this is pretty much what's happening. You've got say blocks and you've got wait blocks. And then for this sprite, you have a mix of wait and say, but you also have switch, play sound, and then another say. Okay, for this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use broadcast, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that no matter what, at the end of the joke, instead of the sprite here just playing the sound and switching costume, I want these guys to move around the screen in a bunch of tumultuous laughter and then go back to where they were before when the program starts again. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off. Now, first of all, I need to use my broadcast block. So I'll go down here and we're going to go to events. So first off, let's say when I receive message 1, but instead of message 1, I'm going to do a new message, and I'm going to call this one Crazy Laughter. Okay. All right. So when this guy right here receives Crazy Laughter, I actually want him to do a couple of different things. First off, I do want him to switch his costume. Okay. But then what I also want him to do is I want him to move around like a crazy person. So, and I'm going to make sure this loops because I want it to keep doing it for forever until I stop the program. And let's say that he moves, let's try 10 steps for now. We'll keep that. And then I want him to turn 5 degrees. And then let's say that he'll just keep doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that. Okay, now I also want him at the same time to laugh. So we'll do the play sound until done, but we'll also go ahead and we'll loop that as well. So we'll do forever, and do play sound. Okay. When you get rid of this, what other jokes do you have? Because I don't really like that one. So at this point, I should go ahead and be able to broadcast Crazy Laughter, and then that should ensure that at the end of this, after waiting 2 seconds and hearing what the penguin's answer is, this guy's going to go ahead and do these 2 things. He's going to switch costume to surprise and move around, and he's also going to play this sound. Now, the one other thing that I'm noticing, if I were to just go ahead and have him move around, he might go off screen, and I don't want that. So I'm going to use this block here, which says, where is it? Looks, motion, if on edge, bounce. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and give this a try and see what happens. Okay, he tells the joke. Excellent. Fish. One more try. Perfect. Amazing. Oh my goodness. If not completely annoying, definitely very entertaining. Now I do want him, I'm going to have him move a little bit faster. So let's do 30 steps. And I actually want to go ahead. So now he's slanted, but I don't want him to be like that when the project actually starts. So I'm going to have to put something right here. Let's put in that he is, let's see, motion. He's going to be about right here. That's what I definitely want him to be. So he's going to go to x is 80 and y is negative 17. And I also want him to be pointing straight up. So if I put point in direction 90, he'll be pointing straight up. Okay, let's try that again. Now when I play this, it should go right to that. Perfect. Excellent. He's in that position and he's ready to go. Okay. Now, I don't want just this guy to laugh. I want the penguin to laugh as well. So let's make sure that he's got something too. And you know what? Actually, let's have him do the exact same thing. So this is what I'm going to do. I've got some stuff in my backpack already that I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to take this block here, and I'm actually going to move this down here. I'm going to keep it in my backpack. And when we get to this sprite here, I should be able to just go ahead and throw it in. Cool. So it'll basically do the same thing. So let's go ahead and do broadcast crazy laughter and wait and see what happens there. Okay, ready to try it? Here we go. Fabulous. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. They just keep going up and down and they're all over the place. Ah, that's hilarious. Okay. Now I'm gonna also make sure that I'm gonna make the penguin move a little slower so they have different paces. And there's one other thing that I want to do. I'm not really that happy with this background. So let's go ahead and have the background change as soon as they start laughing. So let's go with, what kind of background might I want? Oh, I've got an idea. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to go to the paint editor. Okay. Now, I have this great idea. I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of ha's all over the place. And so it sort of looks like, a big backdrop where there's just all these ha-ha-ha's everywhere. So it just sort of just goes to emphasize the fact that these guys are just laughing hysterically and they're just doing whatever they want to do. They're running all over the project. That's what I want. Okay, we'll do ha. Another one here. About one more right here. And we'll do one more right there. And actually, you know what? I do want one more right there. We'll make this one a big one. Bam. Okay. Awesome. And in addition, I'm going to make this yellow. A really cool yellow background and fill in each of the middle of the A's. So we make sure that it's nice and spirited. Oops. I don't want the A. Let's zoom in. There you go. Okay. A, and last but not least, A. Okay, perfect. Great. Now, we have two backdrops. So, as soon as this gets broadcast, I also want to go ahead and have the backdrop switch. So let's go to looks, and we'll switch backdrop when they receive crazy laughter. And you know what I realized? We actually don't need this switch costume to surprise because that doesn't apply to this sprite right here. So let's just go ahead and get rid of it. Well, we'll do switch to backdrop 2. Excellent. And then the other thing we have to remember is that we also have to have the penguin go back to the way he was before. So we'll do the same thing. So we're going to have him be about right here. Okay, so he'll go here. I'll have him again pointing in direction 90. Oh, and you know what I also need? I need the backdrop to switch back to the original one. So we'll go to switch to backdrop 1. Okay. All right, I think we're ready. Here we go. Let's give it a whirl. Stop. Play. Amazing. I love it. Okay, we'll play this just so they go back in the middle. Fabulous. Remixing is the best. It's so much fun. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is make sure I remix this with a good title. So I'm going to put Penguin Jokes MJ's Remix. I'm going to go ahead and share it. So let's go ahead and take a look. It'll pull us right over to the remix site. And the nice thing about this is that because I remixed this, it actually is going to go ahead and stay attached to the project that it originally began with. Here you go. It says Penguin Jokes. And the best part about this is that if you go to Penguin Jokes, you'll actually see that on that remix tree, my project has been added. So you'll see this actually jumped up to 14 before it was only 13. All right, and there you have it. That is my remix of Penguin Jokes.